your ghost, Ricky Mortis, and you're watching the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast.
Canadian strong, maritime proud. Hear the roar of the fans, feel the crowd. Every slam, every fight, every story we shout. Legends are born, there's no doubt. From Halifax rings to PI lights, the action is heavy, the energy ignites. Feel the thrill, it's gonna be a blast. Welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Maritime Warrior, the Sugar Knee himself, the Grouchy, the Grumpy, the Crotchety Little Elf, Corey Vautour. How do you like those nicknames?
Accurate.
Accurate, there you go.
Right.
Joined, as you just heard, by the big boss himself, Corey Robichaud. Did you just talk there? Because we didn't hear shit.
Oh, my bad. I said, how's it going, everyone?
It's going good.
I guess my mic's got to be fucking closer. I'm sorry about that. Jesus.
Oh, God. How excited are you to have senior hockey back this Friday?
It's my favorite time of the year. Some people look forward to Christmas. Other people look forward to when their mother gives them a blowjob. I look forward to the start of senior hockey. Corey's eyes right there. He's like, what?
Jeez, I don't want to know what you do in your spare time, so we're going to move on to the Magic Man, Jason Casey. How's it going?
I might be the Magic Man, but I'm not that magical. Doing good.
We are also joined by Mark Richard. Some call him the mascot of the podcast. How do you feel about that?
Well, your mascot looks fucking amazing.
Especially with a bag over his head, right?
Hey, you have to limit your powers sometimes.
Limit your powers, there you go. An eventful weekend, 4 big shows. We're going to get started with the NBWA Doketown Destruction 4. First up, Pat Persuasi, he beat Hunter Sampson. Zane Valentine, he beat Butter Love. Patrick O'Neill, he beat Matt Chevron. Horsepower of Love then beat the Last Action Heroes. Horsepower of Love being Horsepower Hunter Sampson and Butter Love. Last Action Heroes being Zane Valentine and Pat Persuasi. For the River Valley title, this main evented this show in a 3-way match. Kerry Killam successfully defended versus Rugged Rick Owens and the one Spike Esty. Last week we had 3 big shows for MBWA. This week only 1. And I say only 1, which is stupid to say because they have been just active this year. Kerry Killam defending his title. I feel like this reign is coming to an end soon.
Yeah, I think it is too. Well, not sure if it'll be done 2025, but for sure by early 2026.
I think early 2026 as well. It's a great show, Doketown, a place where we spent a lot of time in the first season of the BSHL. We do miss that. We do miss those beautiful burgers as well. Grilled onions. God, Corey's eyes just lit up there.
I love them.
Next show, ECPW Autumn Aggression. Their special guest was WWE Hall of Famer, former 2-time Intercontinental Champion, 2-time WWF Tag Team Champion, Arriba Tito Santana. The first match saw a 3-way match as Jonathan Cross beat Hollywood Cole and Ricky Mortis. Then after that, in a 2-on-1 intergender... What?
Before the intergender, it's a singles match that Howard beat Andre Myatt.
Yeah, I had that right there. So Thad Howard beat... Was this a title match?
I don't believe so, no.
No. 2-on-3 handicap match after that, intergender, as Chenzenko beat Vanessa Craven and FKA. A maritime chain match as Rudy Lockhart beat Ethan Knight. That feud just keeps going. For the Celtic Roots title, Justin Newhook beat JP Sims with Mr. David A. Boyce. And the main event in a best 2 out of 3 falls match for the ECPW Heavyweight Championship. Moondog Dylan Davis beats Lincoln Steen to become the new ECPW Heavyweight Champion. Is this the final ride of the Moondog? There's rumors running rampant on Moondog Dylan Davis and his future in wrestling. And right now, like, those rumors seem to be false because here he is winning a very prestigious title in the ECPW heavyweight title.
Yeah, I don't think he's hanging up the boots just yet. He did take a break for a while. Him and his girlfriend just had a baby, so he did step away for a bit. He continued wrestling in Newfoundland, but yeah, he's back. I'm assuming 2026 you're going to see a resurgence of him in the Maritimes. And yeah, I don't think he's done yet.
I feel like he's Mr. North Pro.
Oh,
he was 100%. Mr. North Pro. He, like, the best storyline in North Pro history, in my opinion, has everything to do with Dylan Davis. From Dynamite to Moondog to Babyface to heel to Babyface again to him winning the title to feuding with Marcus Burke, his run with the title, him losing it to Rudy and turning heel again with the NWO. You know, is it fair to call Moondog Dylan Davis Mr. North Pro?
Yeah, I would say Mr. North Pro. I think he's one of the prides of the Maritimes, to be honest. He's been all throughout the Maritimes and Newfoundland. And yeah, I don't think he's done yet. I think he'll be back. I think you're going to see him on North Pro again, as well as grace some other promotions next year as well, I think.
Awesome stuff. So, third show...
Oh, just a minute. For ECPW also, you mentioned Tito Santana earlier.
Yes.
He delivered an in-ring segment talking about ECPW and about praising them for bringing in so much talent across the Maritimes. They had a massive turnout. I think they sold 450 pre-sale tickets.
Wow.
They had over 600 people at the show. Tito Santana said it's the biggest show that he's seen in such a small community in a long time. And I mean, the man's been everywhere. It's all over the U.S., all over the world.
He definitely wasn't in Fredericton a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, for such a small community, like New Waterford's a small community. It's not like they're even in Sydney. They're like really small community. For 600 people to come out and support ECPW is incredible. He really commended the guys in the locker room, saying that they put everything they have in the ring. They really show up. They do a fantastic job, and he would love for ECPW to bring him back as well. So
Tito, actually, this is his second time in ECPW. In the late 2000s, I believe it was, late 2000s, early 2010s, he came in for a match with Bobby Roode.
No.
So Bobby Roode at the time was with TNA, and I believe had already been their world champion. And Tito came in, and I believe they main evented that show. So, you know, it's pretty cool to bring in someone like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to see, and I like ECPW. I'm gonna try and really hard to make it out to a show next year. I'm talking about it with my sister and brother-in-law, and I think we're going to make a weekend out of it and head down for the weekend and go see a show. Cause,
if I'm not working and there's room, I might hop in.
Absolutely.
Because it's one of those things where, and it depends on other commitments too. Because if it's during hockey playoffs, like hockey regular season, it can be done. Hockey playoffs, there's a lot of commitments there, and you need all hands on deck for that. But it's something that I absolutely want to do. Like, the wish list and the doable list are two very different things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because there are some places that it's just like, hell, I'd love to go see a Canadian Grand Prix wrestling. It's far, though. It's really far.
Yeah, it's the same thing with wrestling in Windsor, same thing.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been to some of their shows in 2024. It's just it's a long way to go. It's a long drive. It's like you say, it's a big commitment, and especially when you're to a point now where there's so many promotions. Mm-hmm. You want to try and get out to as many different ones as you can, so you can support everybody.
It's when it's possible, though.
When it's possible. The fact is that I live in Moncton. IHW, North Pro are close, so those are the shows that I'm going to go to the most.
Exactly. Like with the BSHL, like cheap plug right now with the BSHL. This Friday in Miramichi, 8:15 puck drop, Civic Center. Let's go. But for us, like Bucktouche and Elsie are attached at the hip, and Elsie's in Rishabukto. I live in Bucktouche. It's a 15-minute drive to Rishabukto. It's a 2-minute drive for Bucktouche, but that's why it's my favorite arena. It's easier to go there.
Close to home. You're gonna support as many as you can, and that's why I like a lot of these promotions now are putting their stuff online.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I love to support them. I love to be there in person, and we always say it's better to be there in person. Obviously, support your local wrestling scene. But if you can't be there, at least they're putting it online, so we're able to support them from a distance.
Absolutely. Speaking of local and online, I saw that IHW put up their Bucktouche show, the Festival des Mollusques.
Oh, cool.
So if you're looking to watch that show, you have to go into their playlist. It didn't pop up on like the subscription feed, so they put it in the playlist. I don't know how that works, but I was looking for it and could only find it in the playlist. So if you're looking for that show, it's right there. You'll see Citrouille from the Pays de la Sagouine. But
yeah, speaking of YouTube, Loop Prestige just released their last show as well.
Yep.
So you can see the new wrestler Zatara that's out there. Debuted Loop Prestige. Had a match in CCW as well. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to see what else is coming out of him. So
speaking of French, XAW. I did not fuck up. There you go. I'm smart. They had their Premier Gala this weekend. The opening match saw Oni Bjornsson beat Cage. For the Acadie Heavyweight Championship, Jaws beat Ollie Weiss. Chantal beat Sierra Stone. Snake and Dominic Warrior, they beat Pete LeBlanc and Sacco. And Ryan McGrath was with them at ringside. And the main event for the XAW World Heavyweight Championship, Gabriel Savage. He beat Chaos to become the first ever champion. I watched most of this show. I think I watched all matches. Number one, Oni Bjornsson versus Cage. Originally was going to be Caden. Caden has a minor injury right now, so he wasn't able to make it to the show. Speedy recovery to the Port City's finest.
Did he pull a jaw muscle from talking too much?
Yep, that's respect this time.
Dropped his on his toe.
Yeah, rap injury.
So here's an interesting question for the Acadie title. Both Ryan McGrath and Pete LeBlanc interfered, but also Sacco interfered. And it looks like an XAW, because Ricky Mortis wasn't there. Looks like Sacco is going to be their fourth. So the Fallen Sons in Real Savage is in XAW. Is Sacco taking Ricky Mortis' spot? A lot of people were like, oh, who's the new wrestler that XAW? So he's not new. He got his debut in CAW. He's wrestled for Real Savage. He might have 10 matches under his belt. Like, he's not very active, but from the Acadian Peninsula. So it's interesting that they've put him with these guys. So it'll be interesting to see going forward. Dominic Warrior, I want to make a point with this guy here. If he spreads his wings, he could be a pillar of maritime wrestling. Like, out of the Acadian Peninsula, I think he has the most potential.
100%.
I think he'd be up there with Rudy Lockhart and Ethan Knight. I absolutely adore Dominic Warrior. Him spreading his wings to Nova Scotia, maybe coming more down south to Moncton and Riverview for HW or North Pro.
Superstars wrestling show.
Superstars.
Well,
I think he's got a bright future, and I see him being the next Acadian champion in XAW. The XAW Heavyweight Championship, Gabe Savage came out to the Mortal Kombat theme song, dressed like Shao Kahn. All the brownie points. Absolutely, Mortal Kombat's my all-time favorite series.
No.
Chaos? No. Only have a tattoo of it. Chaos is probably my favorite guy from the Acadian Peninsula right now. I think he's the better wrestler. Like, I know the three amigos there are Chaos, Snake, and Jaws. I think Chaos is the more well-rounded one. I think the one that's the better storyteller is Jaws. But I think Chaos is probably the better wrestler. I think it's brilliant to put it on Gabe Savage, because Gabe Savage really is the superstar of the Acadian Peninsula right now. You know, he went to Lutte Academy, trained with the Nightmare Factory. He's going everywhere right now. It's the smart move to do, because this guy, it's like the story that New Scott told us about the first Maritime Cup, where Cowboy Mike Hughes was like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but maybe it's in your best interest to put Bobby Roode over, because you know where Bobby Roode is going to go. I think doing this is a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. We always talk about it, putting prestige on the title.
Yeah. Thoughts on the titles, though? The Real Savage Pro Wrestling title is basically the WWE title. The XAW title is basically the World Heavyweight title. Fan of this? Not a fan of this?
Belt's a belt.
Hey, you do what you can,
I like them personally. But like Big Boss Man says, belts are a prop, so we'll see.
Rest in peace, Ray Trailer. I'd rather have something than nothing.
Yeah.
A championship belt is absolutely necessary for a promotion. It gives you something to fight for. The guys from the Acadian Peninsula are clearly fans of WWE. You take inspiration where you can. So,
absolutely.
Christ, they fight for that. I fought for pizza bites before, so trust me.
What?
Well worth it.
Mark the Mark. What the fuck, man? Kaizen Pro Wrestling, the next show. Jason, you actually went to the show. I'm gonna run down the card, and you'll tell us the high points of this show. So Sebi and Benoit Gravel, they beat Dawson James and Matt Kerr. Ryan Schimmel beat Justine Ward. Joey White beat Kobe Christ. Was it by DQ?
We'll get into it in a minute, because it's a long process.
Yeah. Sydney Sweetie beat James Ryder, Ken Frazier, and Evan Gibbons. And for the Kaizen Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title, Bobby Boyette beat Jason Boa by DQ. That's where the DQ came from. I know you talked a lot about Sebi and how over Sebi got into this show.
Oh, it was crazy. The minute he walked out, the crowd went absolutely bananas.
Pat Patterson style, they went banana?
They went banana. And he literally walked out to a cloud of bubbles. I think there might have been, rough count, probably 15 bubble guns in the crowd.
How many bubbles came out?
Oh, millions.
Oodles.
Oodles and oodles.
Oh, you didn't count them?
Oh, I had time to do that. So actually opening the show up before the first match, the current owner, Tony Thorpe, came out, brought Joey out as well, and was saying that Joey needs to get his title back, and the whole sob story, saying that Joey's too good for Kaizen, that he belongs in the WWE or TNA, and Joey is going to be his secret weapon to take out Kobe, Bobby, and Boa. So as they're rattling on in the ring, Boa and Bobby and Kobe all come out. And they all rush the ring, but Tony stops them and says that if they touch Joey prior to the match, that they'll all get fired. So they say they can't afford to be fired. They need their paycheck, so they all leave. And then the first match starts. First match, Dawson James and Matt Kerr versus Benoit Gravel and Sebi. Matt Kerr, he's done our intros for us in the past. First time I've ever seen him wrestle live. He's fairly new. What a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He was a tag team with Dawson. Dawson, clear heel. Matt Kerr, not a heel. Dawson treated him like garbage in the ring. Matt was getting over with the fans. He doesn't have the characteristics to be a heel. He's just too good.
Likeable.
Too likable. Benoit Gravel got a new, I don't know if it's a new gimmick, but he comes out with face paint on.
Okay, so that was Benoit.
More like an emo look now, which is cool.
But like colorful face paint, though, right?
Yeah, he's got one eye that's red, one eye that's black. Yeah, just more of like an emo look. He's got his hair grown out a bit. And was a fantastic wrestler, and every time I see him, he keeps getting better and better.
I'm surprised he hasn't done more. Like it's not a sprint; it's just a marathon, whatever the old saying is. But I remember like thinking like he was going to be the guy that was going to break out from the pack in Kaizen. Like I thought he was that good.
Dude, he's so unique, eh?
Yeah, and he's such a technical wrestler. Like even like this past weekend, since the last time I've seen him, he's gotten so much better. He's really good. He did recently spread his wings. He was in CCW a couple weekends ago.
That's right. That's right.
Deuce at Harlem. So, but yeah, Sebi. Oh my God, is he ever over? It's unbelievable. The crowd was absolutely bananas. I don't think there was a whole part. Okay, first and foremost, this crowd is the loudest crowd I have ever been a part of.
More than North Pro.
Oh, hands down louder than North Pro. Unbelievable. Alderney Landing, the whole theater itself holds about 300 people. I think they may have had like 200, between 200 and 220-ish people. And it was unbelievably loud. Everybody was into the matches. Like, everybody was participating. Like Corey says all the time, Big Boss says, leave life at the door and really get into it. Everybody was doing that. Somebody would start a chant. Everybody else would jump into the chant. Somebody liked the way you were chanting. They were giving high fives to everybody in the crowd. It was unbelievable.
It's funny sometimes how the vibe of a crowd can really change something. I've been to North Pro shows where the vibe just makes you hyper. And it makes you just energy. It makes you jump out of your seat. Like some of those Wayne Jugs intros were just so fun, and you get out of your seat and you'd be chanting. And then you go to other shows where there's something off. Like I remember going to the CCW show, and I remember Corey wanting to start a chant, and it was so ungodly hot that he starts a chant and he goes, "I'm not doing that today." Like just flat out, he just looked at us and was like, "No, I'm just enjoying the show because it's too hot."
Yeah. And there's some promotions and things that I've seen in the past, like last year in 2023, I went to a show for a promotion that no longer exists, that the entire crowd was silent the entire time. There's like 110 people in the crowd and not a peep. Like, there was me, my sister, my brother-in-law in the crowd, and we were trying to get chants going and trying to get clapping going, and we were the only three clapping out of the whole 110 people that were there.
That's so exhausting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You feel bad for the wrestlers in the ring after that. It's like they're doing what they can.
Yeah, exactly. It was draining. Like, and I wasn't even wrestling, and it was draining. So, but so Sebi gets the pin, gets the win here. It was a fantastic match.
I'm predicting a big 2026 for Sebi.
100%, 100%. Second match was Ryan Schimmel versus Justine Ward. This is the like a grudge match here after the implosion of Pratt Industries. So Schimmel is a babyface in this match.
So he's the babyface. I thought he was the heel.
No, he's the babyface. Justine is I don't know if I call them. Yeah, tweener, barking, gremlin, biting. Really
unhinged.
Unhinged, yeah, absolutely. Schimmel at the end of the match decided to extend a hand to Justine, try to say like, let's be bygones, and they weren't having it, so we'll have to see where this goes. Third match was Kobe Christ versus Joey White. Started off supposed to be a regular singles match. Joey came out first. Kobe come out, run right in the ring, jumps on top of him, just starts pounding the shit out of him. Kobe wins by pinfall. Tony Thorpe is the owner, sitting at the announcer table, grabs the mic, says, no. Says, this is a submission match. You can't win by pinfall. So then they start the match over. They go through. Covey submits Joey. Tony grabs the mic again and says, "Oh, sorry. No, it's a DQ match. So I made a mistake. It's a DQ match. So we have to start the match over again. It's a no DQ match." So anyway, so Covey's standing on the rope. He's standing up and he's protesting. They're probably about 20 feet apart, yelling back and forth. So Joey goes outside the ring on the other side and pulls out this great big pipe wrench from the other side. Climbs back in the ring. As soon as Covey turns around, whops him in the head with the pipe wrench. Down Covey goes, gets the pin, wins that way. It was a good match. It lasted probably 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. So I actually got the results from Sebi. I didn't ask Sebi, but that's the relationship we've got with Sebi now, where I got the results from him, and he put in detail that segment. And a big thank you to Sebi. Sebi, one of my favorites. I want to see that walking gimmick T-shirt. Like, he is the walking gimmick. You look at him, like, he's one of those guys that if you'd see him on the side of the road and you don't know who he is, you'd go, "That's a wrestler. Has to be a wrestler. Look at him."
Well, we were getting there. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to Alderney Landing, but
have not.
The theater's on the second floor. So you go up either the steps or the elevator.
Yep.
And you walk down this little hall, and then it kind of like turns to the left. And then there's this big lobby with stairs. And then they have the whole lobby set up with all their merchandise tables, T-shirts. They actually print T-shirts right on the spot.
Oh, really?
So if you want a T-shirt and, say, a 5XL shirt, they pull out the shirt, take whoever's T-shirt you want, and they'll print you their shirt right there. It takes like five
That's really
minutes.
Cool.
Yeah. So Sebi's got his table on the side, got all the bubble guns on it and stuff, and his 8x10s, and there's some other stuff there. There's a couple people. Bobby's out talking or whatever. So anyway, I just happened to come through the thing, and I sit down and set a chair. We're half an hour. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 6:30, so we're in a lobby just mingling. I met up with Richard LaFortune, the guy that bought our very first shirt off of Earth. Thanks again, Richard. It was fantastic actually seeing our shirt in the wild. It was great. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, all I hear is, I'm like, well, here comes Sebi. I didn't even see him yet. So he comes out, and they've got this big wall with the Kaizen logos where you can get like selfies done in front of it, or your pictures taken with the wrestlers and stuff. Really cool. So we're inside. Intermission hits. Same thing. I'm not even out of the theater yet, and I can hear in the lobby. I'm like, okay, well, Sebi's already out there. So it was pretty funny. So after that match, that was after the Joey White match, that was the intermission, and then come back to the, they called it a 4-way scramble, fatal 4-way, was James Ryder, Evan Gibbons, Ken Frazier, and Sidney Sweetie. Sidney Sweetie won this match. It was his first win in Kaizen, so it was pretty cool for him to get his first win.
Absolutely.
Evan Gibbons and Ken Frazier are fairly new. James Ryder is part of one half of Denham Jorts with Ryan Denham.
Yeah.
But Evan Gibbons and Ken Frazier are newbies, rookies, and wow, they're impressive.
Yeah. Sidney Sweetie's not been wrestling that long either, though, right?
It's been about a year now.
Year.
Yeah. But Gibbons and Frazier are fairly new. I don't think they've been at it very long. And but very impressive. Gibbons, big boy, reminds me of a big farm boy. Built like Rick Owens, but just younger and faster. And Ken Frazier is he's built like Caden, small frame, cut, muscular, but man, what a high flyer! Like, man, there's some spots jumping.
See, Alderney's finest.
He's something. He's
he's built like Caden, Port City's finest, Alderney's finest.
Yeah, he's not that good. He's good, and a lot of high flying moves, diving out of the ring, off the top rope onto the floor. A couple nice moves in the ring as well. So these guys are really going to be guys to watch out for. Championship match, main event was Bobby Boyette versus Jason Boa. Oh my God, what a match. These two went at it. Ian Pratt was supposed to be at this show. He was actually supposed to be in the show, in the tag match. Sebi actually replaced him in this match. But Ian Pratt got sick. He was in the hospital, some kind of gut infection or something. So we wish him all the best.
Speedy recovery, Ian. One of my favorites.
Absolutely. But I don't know if Boyette and Boa decided to pay homage to Pratt, but these two went chop for chop for like 15 minutes. It was some of the hardest chops I've ever heard. If they didn't break blood vessels in their chests, I would eat my shirt. Boa looks like $1 million. How he's still in the Maritimes is mind-blowing to me.
A few guys you could say that about.
Yeah, well, this guy here, like, even Dwayne said it. We were sitting there, and his lat muscles and his rib muscles, you can count every muscle.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how well built this guy is. And there was a couple high-flying things from Boa as well. Jumped off the apron. Bobby's sitting in a chair. Need him in the chest chair, ass over tea kettle. But... So yeah, match is going on. Unfortunately, Bobby retained the title after a DQ.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I wanted to see Boa win the title. I mean, he deserves it. Joey interfered, hit him with a wrench, the same wrench that he hit Kobe with.
It's going to be his gimmick now. He's going to be the wrench man.
So he runs out and he hits Bobby with the wrench, and then obviously they ring the bell, and then Kobe comes out from out back chasing Joey, and the three of them corner Joey in the middle of the ring and begin to give him a pummel. They gang up on him. Tony Thorpe realizes what's going on, comes out, pulls Joey out of the ring. And then the three of them, Kobe, Bobby, and Bo, are standing in the ring, and they're talking, and they're like, they realize that the whole Joey situation is because Thorpe is to blame. And Bobby starts ranting about how he hates wrestling for Kaizen now that Thorpe is the owner. And so the three of them decide to go after Thorpe, so they all jump out of the ring and chase Thorpe out back, and that's how the night ended. So their next show is on November 8th. So yeah, the storylines will continue. I enjoy Kaizen because they really, really go into the storylines. They really continue, like, you know what I mean? It's fun to see the storylines build and develop.
Connor Smith, vice president of the BSHL, actually messaged me this week. And he's like, you ever want to go watch a Kaizen show with me? I'm like, sure. I'm like, what brought this on? He's like, Kaizen's my favorite in the Maritimes. I'm like, really? He's like, absolutely. So, Connor Smith might be joining us on a Kaizen show one day. 4 great shows this weekend. Maritimes just keeps pumping out shows. Next week, a little bit thinner. What do we have for next week?
One show, believe it or not.
That is the lowest so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't last one show next week, and then there's a whole bunch the week after. So
yeah.
So next week, Saturday, October 11th, Superstars of Wrestling Clash of Titans at the Irving Oil Fieldhouse, their new venue. What a beautiful venue they got there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I think they've pretty much released every match that they're having. So I'll run through them. Tag team match, Hollywood Heathens is taking on Dryce Durning and Coach Sensei Alex Robbins. I think that's a new guy.
I think so. The name doesn't sound familiar.
I believe he's from
Coach Sensei?
Coach Sensei Alex Robbins. I believe he's a martial artist turned wrestler.
Okay. So it was martial arts gimmick.
Yeah, so he is from St. John, and I believe he is training out of Superstars. So
okay.
Singles match, Giant Orion versus Mark Thomas. That's going to be a good match.
That should be a great match.
Another tag team match is Chocolate City versus Sabotage. I think that's going to be an absolute banger.
Absolutely.
Singles match. Rudy Lockhart is taking on Will Wharton. No idea who that is.
Same.
Another singles match. Jason Boa is taking on Genesis. I'm not sure who he is.
Sega Genesis?
Maybe.
Maybe the Master System.
I'm not sure who he is. I did look up a little bit of info on him. He's 6'5", nearly 300 pounds. He's a big boy. So Jason definitely has his work cut out for him for sure. There's an open challenge match that Mayafa has put out there that was accepted yesterday, I believe. Coming back after a 10-year hiatus. Dale Dangles is coming back.
I love that. Former member of the frat. Love it.
And then the main event, this is going to be a really good match. It's Superstars of Wrestling and the AIWF Canadian Championship match. Wesley Pipes taking on Dick Durning.
I could see a title change there. I don't think we will. But if there's someone taking those belts from Pipes, why not Dick Durning?
Yeah, 100%.
So that is the show for next weekend. Next week is going to be a thinner show. This show hasn't really been that long, but it's like I said last week, we're heading into the winter season. Short shows will happen, and it's just the way it is. But we do have our fan question of the week to come. So, Jason, what is the fan question of the week?
Comes from a gentleman from Nova Scotia named Kevin Carter. Thanks for the question, Kevin. He says, what would your entrance music be if you were a wrestler and had to walk into a wrestling ring tomorrow?
Who wants to get this started?
I'll get it started. I'll tell you right now, I took influence from what's going on in my life right now actively. Sort of. So last night I was at a D-Set Sang Out Sang concert. They're playing their last series of shows right now at the Capitol Theater. First, don't be a dick, Corey. They've had more success than you could ever dream. First time they've ever played at the Capitol Theater. I did not realize that they'd never played there before.
Right?
It was at the Capitol.
It was at the Capitol.
I didn't know that.
It was amazing, but I definitely took some inspiration for that. So I've actually got my wrestling persona, what it would be, and what song I would use. So, spoiler alert, D-Set Sang Out Sang song. So I'd come out to UIC, which is unemployment insurance, FYI. UIC to my family. Anyway, so my gimmick would be that I'm an unemployed guy from Lamech. That's where I'm going to be from. I'm from Lamech. I'm an unemployed guy from Lamech, and I'm on EI. And EI is helping me live right now. Maybe I work at a lobster shop. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
I could be a crab fisherman, Corey. You never know. Mark with the crab fisherman. That was one of the best comments I've ever gotten from Mark. That was great. I'd be hailing from Lamech, New Brunswick. And my name would be Corey Estrada. Why the hell not? And I'd come out to UIC. So, there it is, baby.
Well, Mark, you want to go next?
Shit. I didn't think it through like that, honestly. Like
Me neither, but I think I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I have an idea as well.
Like, there was a time when myself and Corey Sugar and Evo Tour here used to watch a lot of UFC.
Still do.
One of my
I do anyway.
Well, yeah, but one of my favorite fighters was the Natural Born Killer, Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit, love that.
I remember at a point in time he had posted his workout playlist, and man, I was a fan of the songs that he listened to. And there's especially one song that really stuck with me. Like, I still listen to it at the gym all the time when I do go. But it was
so you never listen to it, is what you're telling me?
Well, I haven't been in a while, so yeah, I guess.
I'm an asshole.
But no, it's 512 by Lamb of God.
Oh,
Fucking
great
love it,
song.
man. Gets
Good
you
song.
going. It does. Yeah.
No gimmicks needed. He's just coming out as Mark DeMarc to the Lamb of God song.
Paper bag over his head.
Oh, fight my way out of that paper bag so fucking quick with that song. Trust me. Woo.
What's the country brand again? Sawyer Hannah's brand?
Country Liberty.
Country Liberty.
You're the only person in New Brunswick who doesn't know it.
I knew it. I just forgot it. Jason, you want to go?
It's uncultured. Can't help it.
My gimmick would be something along the lines of Malachi Black in the House of Black. I like those dark type characters or whatever. And my song would be Uprising by Muse.
Okay.
It's,
good song.
Yeah, it's almost like a demented song. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would probably create and write my own song. I mean, I've been known to do that here, so... but if I had to pick something from a band, it would probably be Uprising by Muse.
So, fuck. If I had a gimmick, like, let's be honest, I wouldn't be a wrestler. I'd be managing probably a group of people, and they'd probably be more of, like,
Your
a
song
darker...
would be Kavana Sick, and you'd be Corey Sugar Niveau Tour.
So, I'd probably be managing, like, a metal type, or, like, a Malachi Black type stable as well. The theme song would be Death Harmonic by Death Clock. As everybody knows that listens to this, I'm a big metalhead. No. One of the things that I absolutely adore is when classical music or an orchestra is mixed in with metal. And this song is exactly that. And if you've ever seen the cartoon Metalocalypse, there is an episode where they adopt this big boy that they call Fatty Ding Dong, and they perform a concert with the London Philharmonic.
Sorry.
And they want a laser show. It wasn't
Ding Dong.
Fatty Ding
Fatty
Dong.
Ding Dong, goddammit.
So
Oh, fuck.
Fatty Ding Dong ends up pressing all the buttons for the lasers, and the lasers end up cutting the orchestra in half. So killing the entire orchestra, but the song is great. Like a Malachi Black type of fucking stable, or like metalhead, like cool heels, like not good guys, more of the cool
like
heels, and I'd be
Mr.
the manager.
Fatty Ding Dong, right?
I'd be Fatty Ding Dong. I'd be pressing the lasers, but yeah, Death Harmonic by Death Clock.
Cool.
That's my answer. So that being said, anything else, gentlemen?
Thanks to Ricky Mortis for the intro.
Thank you, Ricky Mortis. Before we go, Jason, could you repeat the email?
I sure could. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring it up. It is unofficial.mw.podcast@gmail.com.
Corey's so demanding, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm used to him now. It's been like over 30 episodes.
Fatty
So.
Ding Dong over there telling us what to do.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I am a dictator.
You're
I want what I
Fatty
want.
Ding Dong.
Fatty Ding Dong. Don't let me put lasers on you. So again, thank you to Ricky Mortis. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you in 7 days. Until then, take care, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.